to explain to you a little about the posterior cruciate ligament, this strong, thick structure at the back of the knee, which stops the shin bone from sagging back if you land in a flexed knee or have a high energy impact. Jack's situation was a footballing injury. When his foot was locked and as the knee went into hyperextension, he ruptured this ligament. And unfortunately, this would often keep you out for 9 months or a year and would have to take hamstring tissues to reconstruct your knee. Instead, in Jack's situation, we're able to use an internal brace to support his ruptured ligament and allow early mobilisation while it healed. I'm delighted to say that Jack's knee has healed fully and he's back playing competitive Premier football 4 months after injury. Thank you. Back, as you can see, drop here with his PCL. We're going to internally brace this and see Cruciate. Carry on over, Jack, up there. So you seem to be walking pretty well.
Aye, fine, yeah.
2.5 weeks after your PCL, that's pretty impressive. And you bend your leg up there for me. Good, back down again. Lift it up off the bed. Fantastic. So you're walking reasonably normally, are you quite comfortable with that?
Everything's fine, yeah.
Everything's fine? Okay, and just push down into the bed there for me. Lovely. And bend up to 90 degrees if you could. And just rest there, that's fine. I'm just going to push, do you know, no, just back where you were. I'm just going to push that to make sure we've not got any, no, seems nice and stable. Fantastic, thank you. Just showing you in the States, so this is you almost 8 weeks after your posterior cruciate ligament repair with internal brace. And at the moment, you're not feeling too restricted?
No, I feel as if I've got full movement.
Full movement?
Yeah.
And you were hoping to be able to step things up a wee bit, but I'm doing my best to hold you back at this point, but you've certainly put a good case, because looking at your leg at the moment, just tighten up those muscles for me. I mean, that's ridiculously good control. Your knee looks very dry, even though there might be a wee trickle there. Just bend your knee up for me. Lovely, back down again, back up to 90 degrees, and then just there, just to show that there's absolutely no drop. So, Jack, hopefully a final update for you. It's 3 months now since we internally braced that posterior cruciate ligament after a nasty injury, which we fortunately got a wee video of. Yeah. But you've already been doing weights this morning?
Yeah, I was doing my clean and jerk lifts, and I've been running for the past week. So.
You've been running pretty hard here as well, so you're going back to do sort of 200s today. 200s, rather you than me. So you've got that today, but we reckon that if we hang in there with your agility work, then maybe 2 weeks from now you'll be back into full training with the troops, which is great. I'll just have a wee glance at those muscles of yours, just tighten up there for me. It is the right one we reconstructed, which the muscles look great. And bend up that knee for me. Lovely, full range, and back down to 90 degrees if you can, just to 90, that's lovely. And we'll just test that again to make sure there's not any sag or slippage and it feels lovely and solid. Great, well, it must be one of the fastest recoveries in football. Excellent, thank you. Yes. Rehabbing Jack here, and you were just telling me the kind of benchmarks you've been looking for as he's progressed.
Yep, so throughout the process, just looking to kind of get the dry joint first of all.
Yep.
Build up his strength there, looking for hamstrings and quadriceps to be as close to match as possible. I was always looking for 90% at least strength compared to the uninjured, his left side.
And Jack managed to reach these benchmarks nice and easily?
Quickly, the quads came up a lot quicker.
Yep.
Spent a little bit more time in the hamstrings, just matched them up. As soon as he was 90% to the left side,
yep.
We were confident in taking him on to the beginning of the light running to start with, and then just progress from there. Great,
okay, well you've ticked all the boxes, so that's fantastic, and we'll look forward to seeing you in action.